Hi, all. Thanks so much for watching the Stephanie Feals show. So, today I'm talking about a couple of random things, as per usual, starting with Venmo. So, and by the way, my camera just skipped because I still can't figure out what witchcraft it requires to fix. But anyhow, so my husband had to pay for something at work, some sort of group payment type of thing. And he was like, "Can you Venmo me?" I was like, "Just get Venmo." And he's like, "No, just do cash." And he would not get the Venmo. And I was like, "Listen, everybody," he looks very young. And I was like, "Everybody's going to know your age just because you won't get Venmo." Like, it's like, you know how I like Facebook. They're like, "Oh, she's in her early 40s." Same thing. This man will not get Venmo, even though it's easy. He knows how to do technology. There's no reasonable reason to resist Venmo, but he won't. And it just cracks me up because like someone on that team, some of those younger kids are going to be like, "Oh my God, he's, oh, the older guy." It's so funny. Like, just get the Venmo. Venmo is so great. I don't even know what's great about it. I just know that it is. I use it and I love it. And there's nothing really inherently different than Venmo versus PayPal, but there's something that is just more attractive about using Venmo. So, then my daughter has a field trip. They're going to like some kind of reenactment place, which she thinks is fun because she's like, "Oh, it'll be like the olden days." I don't think she really realizes that the olden days weren't that awesome. Like, no deodorant. I'm sure these people wear deodorant, but no air conditioning, cooking. First of all, cooking. I mean, let's start there. That sounds terrible in itself. But none of this really sounds like very much fun. But when they package it, so I'm looking at this website, I'm like, "Oh, what are they going to do here? Like, how in the hell do you spend an entire day at this reenactment thing?" So it's like toys and games. And it says, "View very few store bought toys and games are available to children on the frontier in the 18th century." Duh. And then it shows a picture of stilts. Well, great. So they're not going to buy souvenirs at this place, but my souvenir is going to be like a medical bill because she's on a freaking pair of stilts? No, thank you. Please. I don't even like that she's on the monkey bars at school. They're going to put her on stilts at a reenactment camp. This ought to be good. And then historic clothing. How is that an activity? You learn about these people who dressed in very heavy layers, probably sweated to death, wishing to God they could take a bonnet off or the breeches. How many pairs of pants do you need? And what on God's green earth are you protecting from? I mean, even when you think about that now, like underwear is very strange. Like, I wear underwear. I love underwear. I could not imagine not wearing underwear. But like, what is the purpose? Like, are you not wiping sufficiently and you're going to get some sort of stain on your pants? Is it just because the seams in jeans aren't that comfortable without some sort of protective barrier? It's strange. Like bras, I get, boob sag. So you get those and hold them into place. But I mean, like, you don't really, at least women don't have that issue with pants and underwear. Like, is if I needed to hold something in place, I'd be very worried and probably be calling a doctor. Anyway, so they're gonna apparently one of these things they're gonna do is be learning about 18th century clothing. And then Frontier Court, they're gonna learn about reenact actual court cases. Now that actually does sound a little bit fun. I'm not really sure what kind of cases they got into, but that sounds kind of fun to me. And she's really good at negotiation and logic. And I don't mean like negotiation like a typical kid. I mean like putting together a logical series of points for an argument. So she might really enjoy that. Nature exploration, that's going to be great until she sees a bee, right? She's going to be panicking because she's like, "I love nature," but she really hates bugs. So that ought to be fun. And then there's a shop, but they're not allowed to buy souvenirs on this field trip, so they won't be doing that. And then tin punch. Is she gonna be making license plates? I mean, Pennsylvania could use the help making license plates, like, for real. It's the only place we've lived in a number of states, and everywhere else, like, the license plate just stays together. But here, it's like crumpled what is the problem that our license plates are doing this? So maybe this is it. My daughter and her classmates will be able to solve the license plate thing with their new tin punch skills. And then finally, it looks like a family tree, designing a flag. Oh, and blacksmithing. That sounds like something else very dangerous that I hope, okay, students will observe and ask questions. That'll be good. She'll spend most of the day asking questions. She's very good at questions. But anyway, it cracked me up because it seems like an informational, but also maybe really boring type of field trip. Like, I don't know. Do I want to spend 6 hours learning about the 18th century? Probably not. Probably not without getting college credit for it. But she's gonna go. She's probably gonna have fun. She's gonna wish that there was something that she could buy in the gift shop, and then she's gonna come home and probably tell me about the bugs and how it was very hot because it's supposed to be very hot. But yeah, it'll be fascinating, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.